The Wicked Maid. In the heart of Ijibu, nestled between tall palm trees and red earth roads, stood the proud mansion of Chief Oledimeji. A wealthy cocoa merchant, the chief had everything a man could desire: a fleet of cars, acres of farmland, and a loving wife, Ayaronk, who had given him 3 beautiful children. But with wealth came responsibilities, and the house was always bustling with workers, drivers, cooks, cleaners, and among them, a young maid named Monarchy. Monarchy had arrived from a distant village in Osun State. She was quiet, beautiful, with eyes like still water and a smile that seemed too sweet to be true. Ayaronk took a liking to her immediately. She treated her as a daughter, buying her clothes and even enrolling her in evening classes. Everyone in the compound called her Monarchy Aleo, Monarchy, the bringer of joy. But what they didn't know was that behind her soft voice and demure looks, Monarchy nursed a deep bitterness. Her mother had once worked in the house of a rich Yoruba chief who had driven them away after a false accusation. Since then, Monarchy vowed to never be powerless again. She believed wealth came from cunning, not hard work. Soon, strange things began happening in Chief Oledimeji's home. It started with the baby, little Ifideo. At 6 months old, he suddenly fell ill, fever, convulsions, and night terrors. The doctors found nothing wrong. Then the chief's eldest son, Tond, nearly drowned in the family pool even though he was a skilled swimmer. Food would spoil mysteriously. Expensive jewelry vanished and reappeared days later in odd places. Ayaronk began to suspect spiritual forces. She called the family Babalawo, Baba Ogondil, a grey-bearded priest from Oyo. "She's among you," Baba Ogondil said, after tossing his opal, divination chain, and chanting ancient verses. "This spirit is wearing a human skin. A she-devil in disguise." Eyes turned to the workers, and Monarchy stood among them, innocent and still. Later that night, Ayaronk had a strange dream. She saw Monarchy standing over Ifideo's crib, whispering into the air. Black smoke flowed from her mouth. Startled, she woke and ran to the baby's room. The child was burning with fever, and Monarchy was nowhere to be found. They found her in the backyard, crouched beneath the Iroko tree, murmuring into a small calabash. "Monarchy," the chief thundered, dragging her out. The calabash fell, revealing feathers, fingernails, and strands of baby hair. Monarch's smile faded. "You shouldn't have come here, old man," she said to Baba Ogondil, her voice cold like river stones. They would never have known. With a screech, she bit into her own tongue, spat blood on the ground, and began to convulse. Her eyes rolled back as wind tore through the yard. Pots shattered. The Iroko tree groaned. Baba Ogondil chanted quickly, pulling out a white cloth and sprinkling salt and camphor over her. She let out an unearthly howl and collapsed. She was initiated, he told the stunned family. At age 9. A coven of age. She fed on their joy. Monarchy was bound and kept in a room, under constant prayers and surveillance. But 2 nights later, she vanished. The door was locked from the outside, windows sealed. "She has escaped into the spirit realm," Baba Ogondil said gravely. "But she will return?" Years passed. The family recovered. Ton went abroad. Ifideo grew strong and clever. But every now and then, when the wind howled through the Iroko branches, Ayaronk would place protective charms around the compound. And sometimes, the night guards swore they saw a young woman, barefoot and smiling, standing by the gates. Waiting. Do well to like and subscribe for more valuable content like this.